Hello.
Hello.
Hmm. Would you like to introduce yourself to the lovely people?
Hi, lovely people. I'm Kiwi, and yeah, just your average streamer, I guess. VTuber.
Are you live now?
I totally forgot, so I am not one. Remember how I said I was bad at this whole thing?
Don't worry, it's only gonna show up on my stream. Plus, plus, you're gonna waste like what, 5 seconds pressing the button?
Yeah. I just need to make sure I spell your name right in my title.
Graham.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. I think I got it. Alright, I am live now.
So
Hello!
so I am now officially being recorded as well?
Yes, you are.
Okay, good. I better not say anything political. Jokes aside, hello to Kiwi's audience. I am Grim Graham, the Knuckle of V. Please excuse my lack of skin and don't mind my secondary head poking out there. And full name, please? Especially since it's hard to pronounce.
Kiwikronikles?
Kiwikronikles, and this is your first official collab. I am glad to be here. I'm glad to introduce you to the world of collaboration.
Thank you, this is exciting and also kind of nerve-wracking for me, but I'm just going to take it as it comes.
Just pretend, just pretend you're not streaming. Although, that said, don't say anything offensive. Other than that, just pretend you don't stream and you'll find everything is normal. There's really not a lot of pressure. But anyways, if you want to check Kiwi out, I have her Twitch and Twitter in the description below. She hasn't officially debuted yet, but she does stream.
That is correct. I should have Grim's information below, but as we have already figured out, I am not a super prepared person.
You can just put my channel in, like, your chat or something.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
Yeah. Right. Fortunately, being on YouTube means I have a description I can link things in instead of relying on bots. But anyways, I forget where I was going with this. I don't know, but please check her out. This is a lovely opportunity for her, and I want to make sure she gets attention. Do you want to begin?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I hit ready. And here we go. Oh, hey, Anna's in chat. She says, all you need to do is just get used to streaming. She does, although it's collabs that she's never dealt with before. Anna, by the way, is my V-sister, the one who introduced me to the game, and my own personal gang stalker.
Oh, nice. Hello. Let's get some money.
Yes, she's also a master of this game. She has carried me and my V-brother at least once.
Ignore me how bad I am at this game. It's been probably a year since I've played.
Yeah, even I'm finding, like, it's only been a month or two, but even I'm finding this is unfamiliar. Not just any stalker, Anna, a gang stalker. You should feel honored.
Alright. Oh, by the way, how do you feel about, like, distribution of items? Is it just first come, first serve?
I try to be fair whenever I can. Like, if it's an item that really fits my build, I'll take it for myself. Otherwise, I'll consent. Why? What do you have there? Energy drink? Alright.
Yes. I have to re-remember everything that all the items
If
do,
I
too.
remember correctly, with Artificer, it's pretty straightforward and simple. All I need to do... Nope, wrong button. All I need to do is just build defensively because I have no defensive abilities.
If I remember correctly, I'm pretty well-rounded, but it has been a while. I
Yes.
just always have the items that I really like, and I tend to just go for those. So. I do need more money.
Anyways, why don't you tell me a little bit more about yourself? You said that there were certain personal topics you weren't comfortable with, but if anything becomes too uncomfortable, just say you don't want to answer it.
Sounds good.
But I would like to know, not just who are you, but what are you? Because I am a fleshless abomination from the depths of the ocean. What about you?
I am just a normal person who has a pet kiwi that she's trying to get a life partner for. So kiwi birds, if you didn't know, mate for life. So they have one partner and that's it. So yeah, I'm just trying to help my little kiwi friend find their lifetime partner. And while I'm doing that, I am streaming.
Whoops, didn't mean to grab the feather, but okay. Alright, so I'm assuming that means no lore either.
No, I thought about coming up with a more exciting lore and stuff, but I don't like being confined to just one thing. So
What I
like having options.
What I do is... Well, I mean, I've chosen this concept and I'm sticking with it. But what I do is... My lore is just exactly me in real life. It's just I happen to also come from a lineage of Knuckle V. And a lot of my lore is basically just family history, and that's it.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
It's like, it doesn't define who I am, but it gives background.
I think for me, my problem was I came up with my username before I became a VTuber, and I didn't want to come up with another username and stuff. So,
Alright.
Like, how do I incorporate a kiwi into this?
Well, why don't you just be a kiwi?
I thought about that too, but I also wanted to wear cute clothes. So.
Okay, but hold on. How is that a kiwi-themed VTuber can't wear cute clothes?
Well, I think my hello, Anna Mahaski. I'm so butchering that name.
Yep, that's
anyway.
my V-sister. She's coming to check you out. She's probably gonna follow you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And knowing her track record, she'll probably simp for you.
I appreciate it if you do, but I won't be offended if you don't. I feel like I could be cute, but I think the aesthetic I was going for is kind of different from what a kiwi looks like.
Alright, well, here's an idea. Picture this. So, you wear, like, an outfit that's basically kiwi feathers. So, like a shawl or, like, a scarf that's, like, brown and fluffy, and maybe you also have, like, fluffy boots.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds like a neat idea, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that'd be cute. I think at one point I was thinking of going just completely kiwi and just having, like, basically...
A beak?
Yeah, and just, like, a onesie that is in the shape of a kiwi.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I've actually found some of the most unique VTuber designs are ones that don't go for the anthropomorphic look. Mm-hmm. Which I follow to a certain extent, except I don't have human legs. We should probably get moving.
Yep, on my way. I was gonna ask, but got distracted by conversation on... Oh, I should have given you those mushrooms.
Don't worry. I already have plenty of items.
Cool. Yeah. Do you like to, I guess, hit the... I forgot what it's called. The teleporter early? Or try to get all the items first and then go
Honestly,
for it?
this isn't my favorite roguelike because it has that time restriction element. My school of thought with roguelikes was always clear the entire floor, and if you die, that's fate. That means you're too weak and you can't handle the next floor anyways.
Alright.
So, that's something I found really annoying about this game is it doesn't give you that opportunity.
Yeah, there's like a certain strategy that you can go for certain bosses, I guess. I guess it depends on our goal. Are we just trying to complete it?
I mean, I'm trying to beat the game.
Okay.
I also want to explore the... what is it? That place in the Bazaar Out of Time, like that vacuum?
Yeah.
The Void, it's called?
Yeah. Also, I did make the model myself, but it's really basic. I kind of didn't do anything special with it because this is not my official model. I'm getting a 2D model made, and it should be done within like the next month. But
By the way, Shuriken stars are here for you.
oh, I think...
Alright, so, important question. Would you prefer 2D over 3D? Do you have a specific preference?
I personally prefer 2D over 3D, but I've seen a lot of great 3D models, so...
I noticed that there's a bit of a stigma surrounding 3D VTubers because they use Vroid, which there's nothing wrong with Vroid, especially when you're starting up, but...
yeah.
It feels very limited, and the models all feel the same. Like, they all feel very carbon copy, you know?
Yes, I definitely feel that as well, because, like, I'm using a Revoid model. I didn't do a lot of customization, but
Anyways,
I feel like even if I
time to go.
did, it would be...
Actually, wait, never mind.
Oh, no!
Whatever.
Oh, there was a couple more over there.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. Like, I've seen some pretty good 3D models. I don't know if I could ever fully embrace it, though. There's just something, and I guess this is just my opinion on animation in general, there's something about 2D animation which you can't capture.
I definitely think 2D has, like, I feel like more character to it. You can definitely customize it a lot more.
Like, I feel like 3D animation, I've heard it, kids were more receptive to 3D animation, which I wouldn't be surprised by, though at the same time, it feels like, to an extent, 3D animation is there because it's easier to work with. You don't have to go frame by frame, like, and draw silhouettes and then have to shade them in.
Yeah, I definitely, I think I'll always prefer 2D animation, but all of the,
I've seen
I guess,
good 3D animation, but I think I would, like, in general prefer 2D more.
yeah.
Or
same.
maybe some sort of weird blend like Smiling Friends does. Have you seen Smiling Friends?
I have not. Is that another VTuber?
No, that's a cartoon.
Oh, okay, I've never seen that.
It came out very recently. Oh, you want the ukulele? There's a ukulele here.
Okay, I found the thingy.
The teleporter?
Oh,
Alright.
yes.
Yeah, so, over here, there's a shop, and if you want, you can grab the ukulele.
Alright, thank you.
No, Smiling Friends is a show made by... Have you heard of a guy named Psychic Pebbles?
I have not.
Not ringing any bells?
Nope.
He's like a classic Newgrounds animator who shows up on Oni Plays a lot.
Okay.
And he and a friend of his, they secured access to an Adult Swim original show.
Oh.
So we have classic Newground artists now getting into, like, big league animation, which, is exciting. I'm sure you remember early Flash animation.
Yes.
Yeah, you probably had your favorites. So to see people like that now in, like, the light, it's just very exciting.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And
I
smiling
feel like
and Smiling Friends of the show is just one gigantic shitpost. It's like, it's full of over-the-top gore and violence for no reason. It's got lots of screaming. And it's also got lots of strange and unique animation, which exists for no particular reason. Like, they use lots of CGI claymation.
oh, interesting.
Which feels very out of place, but that's why you love it. There's one recurring character who's constantly rotoscoped.
Can you explain what rotoscoped is to me?
Have you ever seen the music video for Take On Me?
Yes.
That's rotoscoped animation.
Okay.
It's weird, but you know it when you see it. I think it's basically taking frame by frame of someone actually moving, and you trace over it. It feels very weird, but very unique. Oh, and then in one episode, here's a death mask if you want it. In one episode, they had a character who was drawn in like a traditional 70s style because he was supposed to be a reference to the old Lord of the Rings animated movie, which is one of the most obscure animation references I've ever seen, and it's hilarious.
Looks like my stream is a little laggy. I use Streamlabs.
Streamlabs, I don't know if you're aware of this because it was a scandal that happened a few months ago. Streamlabs got into huge shit because, as it turns out, they were using the name of OBS without their consent. In fact, expressly without their consent, they said, please don't. And it was also found, like, this was a catalyst for a bunch of their dirty laundry to be resurfaced, so people were pointing out some scummy practices Streamlab does, and they pointed out that it's basically OBS's code with a new overlay over it, which, as it turns out, actually takes up a lot of your RAM. And I know that around that time, a lot of people, a lot of VTubers on Twitter was giving alternatives, like, they said use OBS and Stream Elements, and you basically have Streamlabs, except without the BS.
Alright, I guess I'll have to switch over. I didn't know that happened.
Yes. I don't remember when it happened. It was sometime mid to late last year.
Okay. That's probably why? Because I just started streaming this year, so I was like, oh, this is a
Oh, that explains it.
streaming system.
Yeah, it happened near the end of 2021.
Okay. Well, looks like it's time to try new things.
And if you have any questions about OBS, I'm here. I've been using it since the beginning. Which, by the way, how long have you been doing this? Have you been able to keep track of that?
I think I started probably streaming 2 months ago.
Remember the date, because that's your anniversary date.
Alright.
And I'm glad I save, like, thanks to YouTube, I get to save all my VODs just automatically, so... Ooh, nice!
You want to do the, what's it called?
Teleporter?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm on my way back.
By the way, there's a shrine over here.
Hey, cool.
So yes, as I was saying, if I can remember what I was saying.
Anniversary.
Yeah, I thankfully, because YouTube automatically saves your VODs, I, by default, already know my anniversary, so I'm preparing for that.
Okay. I have no idea. I feel like Twitch would have like a you streamed on this day at this time thing, but who knows?
I don't know, but make sure. Do you save your VODs?
I do if I remember to record them. Sometimes I don't.
In that case, you might never know your true date. Because I'm pretty sure.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Twitch doesn't
No.
automatically save.
I died.
Oh, you died? Shit.
Sorry.
Nah, that's alright. Usually I'm the one who dies first. Like, last time I streamed this, I actually raged over how much I was the one who died first. Although I'm probably gonna die, like, right now.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I was the one that died first. I'm pretty sure one of those golems hit me.
Yeah. Alright, so we're definitely not going to monsoon season if we can't get past Area 2.
It's okay, we'll slowly get better. Oh, and...
I'm sure we will.
Maybe I'll make my anniversary when I get my actual
Hello,
model.
Mickey. I'm doing fine. Maybe. Maybe, like, yeah, like, anniversary of your debut, that could work. I'm gonna switch to a railgunner. You wanna switch?
Let me see. I'm going to switch. I'm surprised that my stream is lagging because I just updated everything.
Yes, I actually remember what I was about to say. What do you, because I've experienced this problem too. Do you, like, what quality do you stream it at?
Let's take a look.
You might also have to adjust bitrate, because what I found was, by default, OBS streams at, like, half the recommended bitrate that YouTube says.
Okay. I'm streaming at 30 FPS. What is my bitrate? I guess it hasn't really been a problem because I stream games like Mahjong that doesn't take up a lot of bandwidth. I don't...
If all else fails, you could go, like, full PNG mode or something.
Yeah. I think it should be fine.
Well,
Maybe.
let's try another round.
Okay.
Anyways, as I was saying, did you want to switch characters?
Yeah, I'm
gonna be the slow boy?
gonna be the slow boy.
I heard of, like, a specific strategy with that character where instead of using the nail gun, you just use, like, what's, like, the rebar crossbow thing? Like, you have two of them, and you switch between them, and you get, like, a ridiculously fast rate of fire. It's like a skill thing.
Are you talking about, like, instead of auto nail gun, do the rebar puncher or the scrap launcher?
Like, two rebar punchers.
Okay.
So that way, when you press the button to switch, it's actually faster than reloading the rebar puncher.
Alright.
Like, it takes skill and getting used to, but it does work. It is faster.
Okay, well, let's see how this works.
Let's. So, another question I usually ask first-time collab guests is, who got you into VTubing? How did you fall down the rabbit hole?
My first, VTuber, I guess, if you will, and still my main one is, Iron Mouse. And I got into her through, like, Trash Taste and uh,
Yes.
that group of people. So
I think I was aware of VTubers before I really realized it.
mhm.
The very first reference to a VTuber I can think of was there's a YouTuber by the name of Remy Down Under who does lots of Arma footage. He's not a VTuber, but in one of his clips, he referenced Project Melody.
Yeah.
Like a clip of her in his work, and I guess the algorithm subconsciously locked in on that, because I did see some Project Melody content for a time, but things really start to pick up once I saw Hololive clips in my recommends. I think at that point it might have been Pecora or Coronet, but I really honestly can't remember. And I wasn't too interested because I don't speak Japanese and subtitles are a pain. I prefer dubs. Fight me on it.
Dubs are great. I think people give them a bad rep, but
People who say dubs suck are people who grew up with like original dubs like Robotech.
yeah, dubs now are great. And
Dubs now are incredibly great, and they like there's some stuff like the voice acting I remember from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and the Soul Eater dub had some really good voice acting. Like, very emotional, good delivery, but yeah, I watched dub because, one, I usually watch a lot of stuff in background, especially when I was in high school, grinding almost 4,000 hours worth in Warframe. Not my proudest moment. But also because I'm a very slow reader.
yeah. I remember the days where you're first watching subs and you have to like pause every couple of seconds because
Yeah, it's painful. It is so painful, and it's painful when you're watching hentai too.
I bet that's not very enjoyable. Hello,
It's like
Mama Isla. Thanks for chatting.
Actually, you said before that you were not totally uncomfortable with certain yabai topics. May I ask, do you watch hentai? Remember, you don't have to answer these. Just remember that.
Cool. I don't watch hentai. I more read. I prefer reading.
Ah. So the stereotype is true. Women all prefer to have their porn in book form.
I do watch or read stuff like hentai manga, I guess. But,
yep. And there's nothing wrong with that. I actually do it a lot, especially because I don't have complete and total privacy nor constant access to headphones. So sometimes it's fair to read.
I think I also don't enjoy sounds very much, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want the soundtrack. I want to have my own voice.
To be fair, a lot of hentai sound effects are really cheesy.
Yeah, it's not my thing. It takes me out of it, honestly, so.
Yeah.
But yeah. Reading is my preferred method of media consumption.
When it comes to that particular subject, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think going back to first VTuber, so it started with Project Melody accidentally and without consciously realizing it. Then it became Hololive clips, but then I think I saw Amano Pikami. Do you know her?
I feel like I remember that name, but I can't remember a face.
She's Japanese, but she's also half American, and she speaks very fluent English to the point where I was wondering if she was even Japanese to begin with.
Okay, I know of like non-American or English-speaking VTubers, but I think VShojo and some Hololive are the only ones I really kind of know.
Yes. So, and interesting enough, the first clip I saw of her was her talking about Hololive EN, which, without me knowing, like, debuted the week before.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew of VTubers before Iron Mouse. I just never really got into it before her.
She was the one who made you fall down the rabbit hole officially?
Yes. and now I'm part of the rabbit hole.
Yes, but there's a difference between falling down the rabbit hole and deciding to make the conscious decision to become a VTuber. Do you have like a moment of that?
I think so. Before I decided to do VTubing, I had thought of and tried streaming at one point IRL with my real face. But I realized I didn't like the idea of my face being on the internet.
Neither did I. Neither did I. Like, and way before I decided to become a VTuber, I already knew that if I were ever to get into a similar line of work as this, I would not show my face, ever. Mm-hmm. Not just because my face is horrifying because I have no skin, but also just in general, I don't feel comfortable having my identity on the internet like that, especially if I end up becoming really big. Especially really big, really fast, at which point you have to be very, very careful and you could easily get doxxed, and I have anxiety, I don't want to deal with that shit. Where's the teleporter?
It was back, over here-ish, I think? I totally just marked a random spot on the map, that definitely isn't where it is. But I drifted, I say drive because I'm on wheels, but...
Yeah, you're a slow boy.
Yep. I need to get me some horse hooves or whatever.
Energy drink?
Yep. All that good stuff.
Yeah, all the good stuff. But that's interesting to note. So, you didn't want your face, to appear, but, and so that's when VTuber came around and you found the solution, right?
Yep. Basically, I was like, hey, this is how I can stream, but also not have everyone know exactly how I look like. It was more of a, I think I didn't feel as comfortable streaming when my face was on. I felt like I had to look a certain way, had to put on makeup, all of that fun stuff.
Yeah, you had to, like, dress appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
Or inappropriate.
Make sure my room is clean.
Appropriately or inappropriately, depending on which Twitch mod is in chat and whether or not they decide to ban you for following their very arbitrary guideline.
Yep. So I think, honestly, I've never enjoyed streaming so much before I started VTubing. I was like, oh, this is actually really nice.
Indeed.
I can be myself.
I don't think it's going to dominate the future. I think there's still going to be people who want to show their face and people who want to see that. But I feel like it's definitely opened up a great avenue for people. And I remember glancing at an article once talking about how the VTuber community is offering a safe haven for trans people.
Oh yeah, there's so many trans people that I've met through the VTuber community,
yes.
And I think it's great.
Like, honestly, it's actually ridiculous how many trans people I've met, and no offense to them, but every time I see a feminine-looking VTuber, even if, like confirmed female body type with booba and everything, I always have to say, is this person trans? Like, I always have to, like, double check just to make sure it doesn't feel like a shock to me. Because...
And... I totally know what you mean, because I think it's great that it's been this outlet for people who are either exploring their identity or already know what they want and just want a way to express it. Since honestly, they probably have never been able to do this before in such a public setting, other than
Indeed.
forums on the
Or
internet.
or maybe they don't feel comfortable with the way they look. Maybe they look too much like their birth gender, and they don't, and they feel very self-conscious about that. Like, and I've seen that. I've seen trans people where you can sort of tell they're trans, and of course you never say it. You never want to say it to their face unless you know them comfortably. There it is.
Oh,
But
I thought you knew where it was, and we were just circling it.
no, I
My
was
bad.
asking you if you knew where it was.
Okay. Yeah.
You said it was somewhere around this area, and I tried looking, and I guess I missed it. All right, let's not waste any more time.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, like, there is a certain element to being trans that's very uncomfortable and very self-conscious, and even when you try your hardest to be welcoming to them, it's a very new concept, and I have to wonder if my generation will fully embrace it, or if we're going to be like my father's generation, where there's still that little bit of pushback in the back of your head.
I died again.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I need to pick something that's not a slow boy, I think.
To be fair, we're doing this very casually. We're just talking and circling around the teleporter. Like, we're already at medium difficulty, and this is the first stage, so...
While you're carrying me, I'm going to figure out my stream stuff.
Well, I'm done carrying. That was very rough. Okay, someone in my chat is someone in my chat asks if you eat dog food.
Not regularly, but I have.
You've tried dog food?
I have. Not the gross kind, but I've tried dog treats before.
My sister has tried dry kibble and treats before.
I've done like the bone treats before. It was for some kind of high school dare, whatever thing. It doesn't taste like much. Nothing too exciting, honestly.
No, I've never tried, but...
You should. It will not change your mind on anything about dog food, other than that, how do dogs eat this stuff? Because it tastes like nothing.
Their taste buds are arranged differently.
That is true. Although, I feel like meat is pretty great. Alright, I need to pick something that's not slow. I thought I could do it, but I cannot.
How familiar are you with Bandit? Oh, you're gonna be Bandit? Alright, I'll...
I was just seeing what the options were. I've never actually played Bandit before.
Oh, you should try it, it's fun.
Okay.
So what you need to know is, you got a shotgun, which you reload. You got an ability called Backstab, which, when you attack from behind, it's got critical strikes. And if I remember correctly... oh yeah, so you have a utility called Smoke Bomb. And Smoke Bomb, and Serrated Dagger, which is your melee attack, they work really well together. So usually you will go invisible, run behind enemies, stab them, and cause huge amounts of hemorrhaging. Lights Out is a fun one. It's a revolver, and if you can kill an enemy with it, it cools down immediately, and it does like 600% damage.
Alright.
That's all you need to know. And I guess,
I'm not gonna remember any of that, but let's go.
just know, your utility lets you go invisible. Use that as often as you can to avoid damage. Run around, backstab enemies. You have a shotgun and a revolver. That's it.
Alright.
Okay, go ahead, test out your abilities.
Let's see. Mouse 1 is shooting. 2. I can only use that so many times. Shift makes me go invisible. Nice. And R.
So yeah, when you attack enemies from behind with your slash, it causes bleed damage.
Okay, you do crit.
Yeah, this is a character you want to build around crits.
Okay. And Hamasaki says that you always do crit damage, even if you shoot enemies from behind as well.
By the way, do you have any questions for me? Because mainly this has been me asking the questions.
Yes, you've been also carrying the conversation. You said you started streaming a year ago, right?
May 4th.
May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Please don't. Please. Please.
So...
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's Reddit tier cringe. And unfortunately, Star Wars is so mainstream, it has become Reddit tier cringe.
It is... Everyone knows.
Like, that is...
Star Wars, even if they've never seen it.
That is something you should probably know about me. I hate mainstream stuff. Like, I can't stand people making Star Wars or Marvel references. It's like, please shut up.
Okay then, what kind of things do you like that aren't mainstream?
Usually things that are very weird and unique. So, as a good example, one game that I oftentimes play with people on stream is 5D chess.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. Okay, I need to heal and not die.
Like, 5D chess, my favorite roguelike is Caves of Cud, which is really weird.
Caves of Cud, what is that about?
Good question. So, it's like, okay, it's post-apocalypse, but it's like the really, really weird kind of post-apocalypse where everything and everyone is mutant and basically sapient.
Okay.
So, like, there are factions which include plants, fungus, arthropods, like, and newly sapient beings is a faction. So, like, inanimate objects that have been brought to life.
Okay.
And it's, like, really weird. Like, there's mutant banana trees that, if they grab you, they will, like, skin you alive. Like, literally banana trees that peel you. And, like, talking frogs. It's weird as hell. And then there's psychic powers, like, psychic powers, like being able to create a space-time vortex. Or, like, using future vision to die, but it was just a vision of the future and it wasn't actually happening. And, like, other weird stuff like that. You can also cook antimatter and, like, gravity. If this game wasn't weird enough. It's also very By the way, there's a shrine up here if you want. I'll leave this artifact for you.
Alright, thank you.
But it's also a very complicated game. Like, it's a game... So, a game like this, for example, is a game where, like... It's hard to describe. Unless you play a lot of roguelikes, do you?
I play a decent amount, I would say, but my roguelike games are like typically kind of card game like roguelike games, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, like Slay the Spire.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so let's take a game like this for example. This game is what I like to refer to as a game with padded walls. Like, you see all these elements in the environment, but you can't really interact with them in many meaningful ways. You can't dig through the ground. You can't chop down the trees.
Okay.
And the levels are very predictably laid out.
Okay.
Caves of Cut is a game where you might have to do a quest, which takes you to a cave, but in order to complete that quest, you have to cross a river of lava, which will instantly kill you. And that's just that's just the way the cave generates. And it's up to you to be creative and figure out ways to get past it. You could use a mutant power to phase through the lava. You could inject a stem of fire resistance. You could painfully scoop up the lava and, like, liter by liter and deposit somewhere else and probably burn in the process. You can dig through the wall. You can dig through the floor if you have the right material. And another good example in the game is there's a level with a series of bosses, but if you have enough standing with the faction, they won't attack you. And instead of, like, getting the key to the next room that they drop, you can just barter with them for it.
So, basically you have a lot of options.
Yeah, or you could, like, again, phase through the wall of the boss room, or you could, or, like, drill through the floor. It's like it's sort of like, it really is like the Goblin Slayer quote of, your imagination is a weapon. And that's the way a lot of old school roguelikes played. They were games where, like, they tried to think of anything that you could do and try to implement it. So they had a lot of complex depth to them.
Yeah, it like stretches the imagination, basically. And
yeah, it's a game
I feel like
where...
that's part of the fun part.
Yeah, like, just random map generation can be a massive obstacle that the game just doesn't know how you're... Well, it knows how you're supposed to, but it just doesn't care. One way I've heard Caves of Cut being described is, let's say kids playing in a sandbox, and you wonder what would happen if you, as one of those kids, cuts off a limb, and the teacher says, no, don't do that. That's a lot of modern roguelikes. Caves of Cut is a teacher who says, try it and see what happens. Like, it doesn't hold your hand, but it gives you 6 degrees of freedom. Have we located the teleporter at all?
Yes, I believe it's over here. Oh wait, never mind. This is the monster. The extra elites that we can attack if we wanted to.
What about you? That's a game I have heard of, and I've seen gameplay of it. It's interesting, but I don't play puzzle games on stream just because I don't think I have a big enough audience for that. Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Yeah, like, I feel like puzzle games require a very specific audience.
Yes, definitely.
Because, especially because, like, if your audience wants to be placated with just lots of action, or they've played the game and they know the secrets, but you don't, so they get frustrated watching you struggle. So I feel like I need to have a big enough audience which will continually support me regardless of what game I play before I play puzzle games on stream.
That is true, although I have found that if you play specific puzzle games, you can get pretty, I guess, dedicated people who like the game to watch you.
I suppose that's true. Like, there will, I find a lot of the times...
Oh my god.
Dead already?
I was at full health. I think I got hit directly. Okay, I think I have to go back.
I wonder how much Enna's cringing at our attempts to get past level 1.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not you. I'm to blame as well here. Like, look at me, I'm dead.
But I keep dying before you, so if I stayed alive, maybe we had a chance.
Okay, I think the problem is we take too much time.
Yeah, I think we have to kind of go for it and not look for all the boxes.
Halfway through easy, we hit the teleporter.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
And I know, it's easy to get sidetracked with conversation. In fact, I can't remember what we were talking about before.
Neither do I. I think I'm going to... I think my stream is still kind of laggy.
Sometimes it can't be helped.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything. It's fine. I'm sorry if my stream's laggy. If it's laggy, go to the link in the chat. I'll link it again, and you can watch from here.
Aw, thank you.
Yes. I'm sure these are people who are your friends anyway, so...
Anna is my V-sister and probably my closest friend in the VTuber community.
And did you guys meet through VTubing first?
Yes.
Or...
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, I was there at our first stream, which coincidentally was Risk of Rain 2.
Okay.
Alright, we're starting.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, what's this? We got a goat leg and a first aid kit.
Box, and the other one is blocked. So I'm sure you can highlight it.
Probably.
Yeah. How long have you and Hannah? Sorry.
Anna?
Anna. That's how you pronounce her name. Okay.
Yeah. Were you gonna pronounce it Ina?
I was gonna pronounce it Anahama.
Anahama?
Yeah, Anahama.
No, it's just Anna, last name Hamasaki.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, she started streaming not too long after I started.
Okay.
And what happened was, so I asked my my mama if she could link me the Twitter of everyone else she had made models for. One of them happened to be someone I was really interested in because they appeared to be a goth girl.
Okay.
And that was Anna, who is rocking more of a goth motif, not goth, punk motif now, but I still try to like prod her to bring her original model out because she has like a goth schoolgirl uniform and it looks so good.
And I'm guessing that's the aesthetic that you prefer the most.
Okay, I grew up on Danny Phantom, Teen Titans, fucking goth girl is a thing now, alright?
That's true. I think, what is it, Shigo is also pretty popular.
Shigo, yep, Kim Possible.
Yep.
It's like all the early 2000s cartoons had goth girls.
And you know, they just are so cool looking.
They are. They really are. And yeah, and I made sure to be there at her first stream. In fact, super sexy boing boing big opai Nakomi Oni-chan. What a name.
Amazing.
Oh my, what are you doing, Step Coomer? Is the response that this individual said in my chat. This might be someone from your chat, I'm guessing.
If you are, that is, I feel like no, because that would be a name I would remember. But if you are, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's probably just a name on YouTube. We're getting close to the limit. do we know where the teleporter is yet?
No, I start looking.
Yep, I'll start looking too.
So usually when I play this with my friends who are all very good, and there's at least 2 of them, and they take care of all the hard stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure if Anna wasn't busy with college right now, she'd hop in a heartbeat.
We need you, Anna.
We do. She
dying.
knows she is such a good player at this game. She is an absolute veteran.
Still haven't seen any sign of it.
Neither do I.
Maybe you have to go up. I haven't gone up very far yet.
Possibly.
Alright, here we go. Oh no, I fell down. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, and I remember being in Anna's first stream. I was primarily the one carrying the conversation chat because I know what it's like to have no one in chat to talk to, and it can be very sad.
Yeah.
And she didn't even realize that there was a family, and that I was the first sibling to ever reach out to her.
Oh.
And at this point, the family's getting too big for me to keep track. I try to, and there's a few I try to keep in contact with. Some I still have to collab with.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, as time goes on, there's only going to be more people added to the family.
Yep, and you said you're working on getting someone to commission you a model, so you're probably going to get a family of your own.
Yeah.
And that's, I find, oh, here it is.
Okay. On my way.
And there's a shrine right next to it.
Thanks.
That's
and
a go.
thank
Alright,
you,
bye, Mickey.
Thank you, Mama Iowa. I think if we can win during the stream, I'll be very happy. If I can not die first, I'll also be happy.
If we can get to level 3, I will be satisfied.
Alright, let's go. I'm almost there. Alright. I could have sworn I've been here already. But they all look the same. Okay.
Alright, let's go. I hope you're going invisible every chance you get.
Yes, I need to remember to do that more.
Like, the cooldown is actually very fast.
Yeah, I just realized how fast the cooldown actually was.
Yep, you can pop right in and out of combat. Just run around, get behind enemies, slash them.
Oh.
There we go. Queen down. Now just to mop up the stragglers. So, with your revolver, which, I don't know what button you had that bound to. Like I said, it does a lot of damage, and will usually kill, like, small enemies instantly, which is good because, after every kill, it immediately cools down, so you just kill an enemy and cool down, and you get, like, a rhythm with it. You have to be accurate, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, having a family is really useful, because you have someone you can break the ice with and have something in common with. Alright, I'm gonna hit the teleporter.
Yep, go for it. I'm just getting these little robot buddies to help us out.
That's good. Because yeah, my first collab was with my V brother Gossapper. And it's like, hey, we're V siblings, you want to collab? And it just helped break the ice. That's the thing,
Yeah.
like, when I asked you to collab, it was literally out of the blue, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh, someone wants to collab with me?
Yeah, because I made it a goal. If I see open DMs, I'm gonna ask. You have to have that confidence.
Yeah, I'm definitely, as probably many people
Shy.
in this community, introverted. I wouldn't say I'm shy necessarily, but
Well, it's like it's like do you have like a fear of, is it like asking someone out where there's like a fear to it?
No, I have no fear. I can go up to someone and be like, yeah, I think you're hot. Cool. But I think it's more of...
like, it just doesn't cross your mind that often? It's like, oh yeah, I can collab with people.
It does. It's not my first thought. I think it's... Oh my god, I almost got killed by that dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, sometimes I have to remember. Usually... I make it sort of like a rule to try and get one collab a week into my schedule.
Okay. Yeah, I think the reason why I haven't really tried to collab is because most of the games that I know how to play aren't great for collabing anyways. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Run.
Remember to go invisible.
Okay. Yep. Oh, I barely made that. I was at 1 health. I need to run away from that corner.
By the way, something Anna taught me, when you go invisible, and you do it in midair, it counts as a double jump.
Oh, does it?
Yes, so if you jump and then hit it, you get like a second jump.
Okay.
Neat.
That is good to know, because having double jumps is
Yes.
ideal. Okay, let's get a Q item. Oh, that's already open.
Oh, there's a chest over here if you want to open it.
Okay. So yeah. I would say I'm like a pretty independent kind of person, so I know VTubing is a lot of collaboration and stuff like that, but I tend to
Like, let me share your
like going
secret.
at my own pace.
I understand that, but let me share you a secret. Pretty much every time I do a collab, like the day afterwards, I look at my channel and I notice I have like 2 or 3 more subscribers. Meanwhile, I could stream an entire week by myself and maybe get 1 at best. Now, it might be different on YouTube and Twitch, but I find that collaboration isn't just fun. It's not just fun and social, but it also helps you grow and connect.
That is true. I also do think streaming on YouTube seems much more difficult than streaming on Twitch, in my opinion.
It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Like, I knew I wasn't gonna be as popular on here, but I made the conscious choice because...
There's a lot of boxes over here. There's like 4. Oh, you're right next to me.
With Twitch, I find that there's been a lot of scandals over the years because of arbitrary arbitrary rule enforcement. Like, who's that one girl who threw her cat? You remember that, right?
I do not actually.
That was like a streamer playing Fortnite and Apex. She threw her cat. Like, her cat wandered onto her keyboard. She actually quite hilariously just forklift launched the cat over her head.
Oh my god.
And to be fair, I probably would have done a similar thing, but then again, I'm not a cat person. But like, that's like, if I'm in the middle of like a battle royale and it's really intense, I'd probably do that instinctively. Still, a lot of people were outraged by that, and they were more outraged by the fact that nothing happened to her. How many items do you have?
9.
Oh shit, I should probably start getting my own.
Yes, how many do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There's a box here.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, we're approaching hard difficulty. We should probably leave soon.
Alright, have we seen the, teleporter yet?
Nope, not that I've seen. Though,
Okay.
I think you're heading towards it. I think that's the last area we haven't explored.
Okay.
Shit, what was I saying? Yeah, Twitch can be very, very arbitrary, and I remember watching a video where someone breaks it down and why they exclusively stream on YouTube. And they talk about how YouTube is bullshit, but it's consistent bullshit. Like the bots aren't at, the bots will consistently tag something even if it's not in violation, but at least it's consistent. Twitch, on the other hand, it has a problem that it relies too much on moderators, and this is where it starts to become like a debate of sexism with, you know, bots and simps. Because people say that, like, female streamers get privileges because their mods are horny and look the other way, which might not be true, but we don't know. But there's just this, like, lack of transparency, and again, it's prone to human error. Like, the one thing I've learned about the algorithm is... Oh no. Damn it. At least we got to round 2.
We got to round 2. But I want to get to round 3. Okay.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay.
Plus, I think you're getting better with Bandit. Although, I want to switch. I think I'll go Artificer again. I love Artificer.
I think I'm gonna switch. Let's get to round final boss. Yeah, I have a lot of confidence in us. Okay, I think
Have confidence.
I'm going to try the Huntress again because I think she is
Your
the
main.
easiest one for me to play.
You
at
have
this point.
Engineer.
I do have Engineer.
Apparently, Engineer is the easiest class to play.
And it's mostly defense and
Like, you set up turrets and
Yep.
just forget.
and you run away.
Basically.
Yep.
First time I beat the game was with Engineer.
Every time I've beaten the game, it's with a character that doesn't matter because I got carried all the way through.
Yeah, so I
think I know.
find, and, like I said, in this video that I was looking at, they were talking about how, like, Twitch is not very good at scaling its infrastructure. Like, it's grown, but it hasn't grown its infrastructure for the amount of viewers. Like, it needs automation, it needs all these things. It needs more clear guidelines, because, like, weren't people criticizing the cleavage guidelines at some point? Of, like, how much because it was, like, it was clear, but it also felt very, like it didn't make... arbitrary or didn't make sense. And that, like, people found loopholes in the cleavage rule, which made it even worse.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't heard too much about it, but I wouldn't be surprised. Luckily, I mean, I guess it kind of applies if I have cleavage on my model, but...
Yeah, I've heard from people like, if you play the YouTube algorithm, you can grow. It's a lot easier to grow on YouTube. It doesn't have as many features as Twitch, but that is changing, because you can clip YouTube streams now.
Oh, really?
I think the feature's still in beta, and you can't do it with all channels, but I have seen it. You can indeed clip YouTube.
Okay.
So, all they need is, like, redeems and stuff, and it's basically Twitch.
Yeah. I think that either way works for you. I think I've just been on YouTube so much and seen it as just YouTube and not, I guess, a streaming service that's just what my mind defaults to. But
yeah,
it definitely is changing.
That is true. Also, another reason why I decided on YouTube was I did not care about streamers until HoloLive, because HoloLive is on YouTube, an app I use daily. I don't have Twitch downloaded on my phone, and I still don't. Which is also why it's hard for me to support people unless I want to sit in a chair for hours. But if you're on YouTube, guaranteed I will support you if you're available.
Okay.
Ooh, hard light echo. That's the thing, it's like, everyone uses YouTube, and if I make videos and play into the algorithm, I can grow, and I can just casually pop in to people browsing YouTube. They don't have to, like, specifically go into Twitch. Because again, I never cared about streamers until it was brought to a platform I could, like, deal with. Like, I already am familiar with.
That makes sense. I would definitely say I watch way more YouTube than I watch streamers, which also makes it a little bit difficult for me to talk to some people on Twitch, because they're really in it and I'm not really.
Alright, here's the portal. I'm just gonna hit the shrine.
Alright. Portal. Let's go. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready. Let's do this.
Okay.
Where's the container over here? We'll get that after. But yeah, that's my reason, and I know people have their reasons for using Twitch, and I'm not gonna, like, take a side. And I have considered doing streams on Twitch as well. I don't know if I'm still gonna stay with that, because, I don't know.
Have you heard things or experienced people's streams that you're like, not for you?
So, one of the problems with YouTube is you have to have a thumbnail.
Yeah.
So, which means, like, okay, now I need to actually make a thumbnail, and I know that, if you use the same thumbnail too many times in a row, like, you will get demonetized. That's happened to big YouTube VTubers I've seen.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, so I gotta be original with my thumbnails, which means I have to spend time on them. And sometimes I just won't play a game if I can't come up with a thumbnail I like. That's my one problem with YouTube.
Yeah, that seems pretty, like, limiting or debilitating. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but definitely makes it harder if you have to come up with something new every time.
Yeah. It does help me flex creativity a little bit, though.
But yeah, to not stream just because you can't come up with a thumbnail, I guess that is pretty common with just YouTube videos in general.
I mean, YouTube videos, for videos they upload, YouTube will, like, if you don't have a thumbnail, it'll just take a moment from the video and make that the thumbnail, but I don't think you can necessarily do that with streams.
Yeah, and Anha has been saying she prefers to upload on /archive on YouTube. I've been thinking about that.
Honestly, it's not the worst idea. Like, hell, Iron Mouse, doesn't she have a YouTube VOD channel?
She does. I think that's how I started watching her stuff, and then before I actually went over and watched some of her streams.
Yeah, I think that's a good practice, because, like, unless you specifically request Twitch to save it, your VODs are deleted after a month.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yes,
Not
that's
because
also
I didn't have
why...
any VODs.
That's also why... How many items do you have?
I have 4.
Okay, here's a shop for you.
Thank you. I'm gonna get this Q item. I don't have enough money yet actually. Just
By the way,
kidding.
how many moon tokens do you have?
I have 48.
Have you gotten the artificer?
I have, I believe.
Oh, okay. Either way,
Yeah.
I still want to go to the bazaar, so I'm gonna get this and hope we can beat the boss this time.
Yes. I think we have I have a better chance of not dying right now, so we'll see.
And we're making good progress. We're staying within time limits, and we got the wax quail, so we're faster. Here's an item for you. It's a green one.
Oh, thank you. I need to get more health.
This might actually be a health item.
That'll be exciting. I'm on my way. Slow enemies on hits. Not health, but will help.
It'll definitely help when you need to run away.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, what is this? Ooh, a refreshing beverage. I don't remember this. Oh, it heals you.
Huh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah, there's definitely some new items that I'm not sure what they do, but I guess I'll take them if they're there.
Shop over here. Alright, do you know where the teleporter is? I feel like I just asked that.
I did not see it as I was running around and so forth. I really want to get the double jump. That's what I want. You know what requirements you have to meet to be able to upload VODs onto YouTube? I tried today for the first time just to start archiving my videos.
And like it said, it was too long.
Yeah.
I think you just have to verify, like you have to like register
I found
something.
it. It's right here.
Yep.
Okay. You ready, or did you need to?
Nah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Just need to get over to you. Let's go.
So, what is the monster? A stone titan.
But yeah, it's like you need to like, I think, register a phone number or something, or like...
Okay. So nothing like I have to meet these...
Yeah, you don't have to reach certain requirements, no.
Okay. Oh no. Run away.
Oh shit, I'm in deep shit right now.
Ah. Duh. Fuck. I still died before you. Ah. I could have sworn I was better at this game than what I am right now.
Ah, you're rusty. Don't blame yourself. Blame the cruel march of time for your failure.
Or I can just accept it and admit that I'm terrible at this game. You did
Nonsense! Nonsense. All you need is practice. All you need is practice, learn the attack patterns, and get serious.
Thank you for the carry.
Honestly, I almost died myself, so... like, it was...
Right when you said, oh shit, I was like, well, I just died.
Yeah, I think I was at, like, 4 health. Alright, you have anything you want to buy? Because you said you had a lot of these tokens, right?
Oh yeah, I have 48. Might as well use them. I want this, but that's a green item. Why would I do that? 5 items?
5 items for 1 red. By the way, there is, like, all these items over here, so you can just get a bunch of moon items and then, I guess, maybe turn them into red items. It never occurred to me that this guy here is supposed to be an axolotl.
Wait, he's about... Oh my god.
You see it now?
Makes sense.
Someone
Yeah.
said it to me and I'm like, oh yeah, he is an axolotl.
I've never thought about it before, you know?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, he's got the gills, the external gills.
I don't know what any of these does. I'm just gonna get all of them, and I have
Do
so
it.
many moonstones.
I know that
doesn't
there's...
matter.
So, one thing that I've heard is that there's a set of items, of, like, moon items, that replace your abilities one by one. And if you get all of them, you transform into a completely different character.
Ooh. Oh no, I took my Q item. Randomly create a ward of power. All characters deal bonus damage while in the ward. It's probably good. What is this one? Rain meteors from the sky, hurting both enemies and allies. Probably not good.
Well, I grabbed it.
Oh, go for it.
Oh, shit!
I've like used it before.
You said this thing harms allies too, right?
Yes.
Whoops.
And we're gonna have a wild time.
How long does this last?
I don't remember.
Okay,
but you
well,
can see
anyways,
where
follow
things
me.
go on the
Follow me.
ground.
Follow me. Because I want to go to the void.
Alright. Go. Ah, shit.
I've never beaten the void. I tried to do it with Anna and friends, but we never got that far before we had to end the collab.
I think I've beaten the void before, but
With a carry?
Yes. It was definitely not me. I did not do any of the work. Oh my god.
Just land on one pillar at a time.
Okay.
And by the way, teleportation removes the fall damage, so you can fall from any height, but as long as you teleport, like at the last minute, I mean, like before you hit the ground.
Okay. Let's see if I can get there. Oh no, I teleported. Okay, I made it.
Anyways, what was I gonna say? Okay.
Yeah, I did beat the void once. I don't really remember what happened when we beat it though. But yes, definitely carried the way through. Alright. Here we go. Yes, hi Fortuna. Yes, I am playing Risk of Rain for the first time in like a year. This area is not the best for me to help out, but I will try.
Just let me handle it until they get into range. Alright, getting an item. I have no idea what any of these do. Gain recharging shield, nice. Quick,
okay.
Quick, get your item.
Okay. I'm gonna do sticky bombs.
Okay, this way, this way, this way.
Okay, that's not that far. I hear them stomping.
Yep. They're just not in sight yet.
Nope.
So wait. We don't even need to kill them, right? We just need to wait here?
It looks like it. For the objective.
Because, yeah. Oh, there they are.
I don't think there was ever a time where I beat it without having to fight monsters, but technically.
Up behind us. Okay, here's our items. Let's grab them. And gaining the rechargeable shield again.
Oddly shaped.
Okay, there we go. This way, this way. Quick as a bunny we go. We might actually make this. I just jinxed us.
Okay.
So, you said you don't think you have a lot of good collab games, right?
Yeah.
I do have some recommendations. Like, one thing that I enjoy doing with people is I play Raft, and usually it turns into a podcast, like a proper podcast, because it's such a chill game. Besides that, I could also recommend a few party games like Duck Game, Pummel Party, for big fruit collabs.
Well,
ah, shit.
I got blasted.
I was afraid of that.
And unfortunately for this one, I don't come back until the end.
The end of what?
I don't think I get revived, right? Until you pass through everything? Until you finish it?
Where is the next one? There it is. Ah, no! That's not what I wanted to press. Okay, my controls mixed up.
Yes, I definitely do that a lot. I think it's more anxiety about... I don't think I'm a particularly interesting person, so... like keeping conversations with people, talking about stuff.
I mean,
That's what I'm...
notice how you kept, you said earlier that I feel like I'm the one controlling the conversation?
Yeah.
It's because I fear the same thing, so I try to, like, make sure there's no silence whenever possible. So I just say whatever's on my mind. I think you just have to be like that.
Yeah, and I think that definitely comes with practice. But...
Like, if you want, there is a VTuber I know who's actually made it pretty big. Like, we're talking mid-leagues. Her name is Vivi-chan. And while she doesn't do this as much anymore, she does this thing where you can, like, submit an application form and she will put you in a big group collab. And she does this, you know, to help highlight new VTubers and, like, get them all to network with each other.
I think that's definitely super nice. I probably just am someone who's not motivated, I guess. Like, I am VTubing and streaming mostly for fun. And
I know,
I don't
but
expect to get big or anything like that.
I don't expect to get very big either. Like, I'm mainly treating this as a hobby, and I keep reminding myself that anytime I get hope. But the thing is, it's just genuinely fun to play with friends. Like, Anna is my bro for life. I met her. She's the only other streamer I have felt comfortable sharing porn with. That's how you know you've met a bro for life. When you can exchange porn with each other.
Yep, that is the barrier to cross. If I give you porn...
Yeah, like, and we were there for each other in our darkest moments. It's like, I've really made a friend for life. Someone who I'm definitely gonna invite to my wedding. And that's the thing, it's like, and that's another major reason just to do collabs is simply just to make friends. And you say you're not interesting, I say you're lying, I say maybe go full on with the Kiwi concept. I think there's going to be a lot of people who would like that and would see that but you can say, I want to collab with this person just at first sight. Like, part of the reason I chose my concept was because I knew it would turn heads.
Yeah, how did you come up with that in the first place?
I just like Knuckle of V's. I think they are very metal and very obscure, and you know how much I like I said, I like weird and obscure things, and I died. So yeah, I like weird things, I like obscure things, Knuckle of V fits that niche, and it's something where I know I'm probably the only VTuber who uses this as a persona, so it just felt very different. But again,
it definitely is very unique. But also pretty cool.
Very cool.
Alright, let's go for the easiest character. Maybe we'll be able to make it to level 3.
Yeah, what are the abilities? Because I know that there's... Oh yeah, if you leave your mines for a bit, they do more damage. Like, if they don't trigger immediately.
Ooh. Also, Yakuza Matriarch sounds really cool.
Oh yeah, that's Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Except, she's also very much a bottom. And this is something I have learned through many conversations. She is a bottom. And she will never admit it, and she's probably telling me to shut the fuck up in your chat.
I think there's no shame in being a bottom. I
No.
need to remember how to put these down. There we go.
I don't think there's a lot of shame, but I also think it depends on the person. Like, me, for example, I don't think I could ever be a bottom, just because psychologically I never feel in control of my life.
She told me not to listen to you.
Okay, Alright, then I guess you shouldn't listen to her foot fetish. Which is
Ooh, you got a foot fetish?
Which is apparently her biggest secret, even though everyone basically knows it by now.
Oh damn, I got a red item from that box.
And the thing is, she was embarrassed when she first told me. I'm like, it's a pretty common fetish. It's like, I thought it was gonna be something really gross.
It is probably the most common fetish.
Like, it's the most common fringe fetish. Like, if it was nerd culture, it's Star Wars or Star Trek. It's like, it's just at the fringe of being cult, but still mainstream enough.
Definitely. I don't want this hook. I'm not gonna use it because it doesn't.
Oh, that's a personal shield.
Is it?
Yeah, that was a shield generator.
No, I got a sentient meat hook.
Oh, sentient meat hook. What does that do?
It hooks characters towards me. It's like a red item. Just call him a good boy and watch him stutter. Good boy. I can't even do it. You're a good boy. Is that what you wanted?
Wait, is Ennis saying that about me?
Yes.
I don't stutter. Like, I trip over my words sometimes, but I think that's where she gets it from.
I would say, if you are into feet, there is this new anime with very pretty animation about foot fetishes.
Oh god, of course there is. Fuck. The amount of niche things. Like, wasn't there an anime about working out that came out a few years ago?
I feel like there definitely is. That sounds very familiar. But it's like, and it's also Yuri. So if you're into that, there's that too.
Oh yeah, everyone's into Yuri. If you're not into Yuri, you're lying to yourself.
If you're not into Yuri, you probably just haven't seen good Yuri yet. Where are my little glasses?
Alright, if we're getting this comfortable talking about sexuality... Okay, no, I'm not going to. Nah, I'm not going to.
Again, I'm generally fine with talking about most things, but I'll definitely let you know if I get uncomfortable. But the internet makes things...
I will say this, though. I have yet to find someone around my age or younger who is either perfectly straight or perfectly gay.
Yeah, I think everyone's on a spectrum. You might
be
towards straight,
and
but...
this is also part of the reason why I find the acronym for the LGBTQ whatever community is so... It's progressively becoming more padded out, not just because they keep adding things to it, but because I realize a lot of the things that are already there don't feel like they apply that much anymore. Like, it feels like everyone's just a little bit gay now, you know? So it's like, do we, like, bisexuality feels too narrow. Do we even need the B in LGB? Like...
BQ plus all of the acronyms. I feel like at this point...
At this point, I just say...
They don't really stand for anything, it's just, those are the original letters used, and that's kind of how they are.
It's... And there's different variations of it. I find it's, first and foremost, it's amazing that people are exploring themselves and discovering this, but as I discover that, I discover how little it all means in the end. I found this shrine here if you want to hit it. I'm hitting it. How many items do you have?
I got 3.
Alright, I got 4. We should start...
Look for the thingy.
Yeah, I think I saw it earlier.
Okay.
But yeah, like, it feels like the more free sexuality is becoming, the more we don't need to really apply labels to it anymore.
Yeah, I don't, like, see a need to have to tell everyone, oh, I like this, or I like that. Like, it's
like,
just,
and it was when I found out that I'm into femboys, I start to think about it, I'm like, I guess I can be gay, but with high standards. Like, it's like, I can be gay for a very specific kind of man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't do hair, I don't do fat, I don't do muscle, but other than that, yeah, I could.
Yeah. I would say I don't think I would ever be in a relationship with a female, but I do like looking at them, so.
I cannot find the teleporter.
Neither can I. It's very elusive.
I hate this level, it's got too much verticality.
There's too much stuff. I think this is also one of the newer levels that I'm not, like, used
Anna
to
says she's gonna
yet.
slap me, probably because I revealed her foot fetish. So hard right now. Anna! The only one who's embarrassed about your foot fetish is you. Literally just you.
Yeah. They made an anime for foot fetishes. I'm pretty sure it's common enough that it doesn't matter at this point.
Have you seen Interspecies Reviewer?
No. Have heard lots of things about it.
It is hilarious. I have yet to finish it, but my god, it is hilarious.
How many items are you at now?
Still 4.
Okay, there's the med box here. I have like 6 now. Maybe 5. I'm bad at counting. Big moment. Where is this thing? Oh my gosh.
I feel like it's around here somewhere, like around this area. I feel like that's where I saw it.
I need to like go to it and see.
Anna says in all caps, I don't care, I'm still not used to it. Okay, Anna, then consider this exposure therapy.
I'm pretty sure there are much weirder and obscure fetishes than these.
And illegal, don't forget illegal.
And yeah, and illegal. As long as it's not illegal, I don't care what you like.
It's just anxiety overload, yeah. Found it!
Yay!
I'm immediately activating it. I do not want to stay here any longer. We're almost at medium.
Alright. Let me just drop some turrets. I should have mushrooms around my turret so we can heal there.
Yep.
If we need to. Okay. And I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 that I can have.
Turrets? Isn't it up to 4?
Is it? Maybe.
I mean, I'd ask Anna, but I think she hates me at the moment, so I'm gonna...
Hey Anna, how many turrets can I have? Alright, I have 3 now, so maybe I can have 4.
I do feel bad, though, because she said it's an anxiety overload, which is actually news to me. I didn't know it was that bad, and as someone with anxiety, I know what it's like.
You gotta respect that. We won't talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
My screen's not recorded.
Do you have anxiety?
I wouldn't say I would ever be diagnosed with anxiety.
Oh shit, I took your item. Why did they make that an option?
Because some people are jerks and just want to steal everything for themselves.
Well, you can have my item next time.
Sounds good.
If we make it to next time.
If we can get more mushrooms and make my little mushroom
healing
station bigger, that would be great. But other than that, I think since playing the easiest character, I might be fine.
Let me tell you what anxiety is like. Anxiety is like being trapped in a vice. Anxiety is when you are helpless, but you can't figure out how to cope with being helpless. And simply, I don't know if it's an official diagnosis, but I feel like a lack of patience is a good example of anxiety, because
Okay.
waiting for something can make me anxious, like especially if it's something really important.
Mhm. Okay. I think that's a good way to explain it. I feel like I don't really have
But anxiety,
anxiety.
yeah, anxiety also comes, like, it goes hand in hand, and I guess depression is a symptom of anxiety.
Mhm.
Like, it's just this feeling of panic, but also worthlessness.
I have my moments, but it's definitely not a constant thing that I have to deal with. I think everyone has their moments, so
Everyone has their moments, but I need to take medication for my moments.
yeah. I think so. This is recent, but my younger sister recently got diagnosed with depression and anxiety. So I've been trying to learn how to, I guess, help her with it, be a support for her, and try to be there for her when she needs it. It's
So,
definitely a learning experience for me.
alright, let me tell you the things that have helped me, that I've learned through therapy. Oh, hey, mushrooms!
Mushroom!
Uh, so, first and foremost, uh, exposure therapy, which was probably one of the most helpful things for my anxiety.
Mhm. And is that exposure therapy for you?
Yes.
Or, okay.
So, if there's a situation I'm uncomfortable with, there's a multi-step process for it. Uh, so first and foremost, if you said it was your sister,
Mm-hmm.
so if your sister is ever anxious about something, one thing to do is talk to her and ask, what is the worst case scenario? What do you think is the worst thing that could happen? And then you discuss that, and usually, by the
Oh, I
time,
found it.
usually there's not like an idea of anxiety is too abstract, not very concrete. So simply by exploring what is the worst option, they might realize the worst option is pretty mundane, like the worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, you don't mind if we start now with you? Because
Yeah, no worries.
we
I'm
already have
setting up
plenty of
my
items.
turret. Yep. A lot of times when it gets later on in the game, we'll just rush to the, what's it called?
The
The,
teleporter.
the teleporter and start immediately, and then go for items afterwards. Um,
That's actually not a bad idea.
which I think we can start doing now. I think we have enough items to kind of fend for
I
ourselves
could
at this
use a
point.
little more, but yeah.
Yeah. We might be able to get. Honestly, I could probably use some more too. But my turret.
Oh shit. I got my item. You can have yours.
Alright. Good shipping request. Huh.
I think it like gives you like an item container at every new level.
Okay. Nice.
But yeah, so step one with your sister, ask what is the worst case scenario, and then explore those opportunities. Like explore like the hypotheticals. Doing so could definitely calm her down.
Mm-hmm.
And once you do that, like the second part of exposure therapy is the actual exposure, the going out and doing the scenarios. Like, for me, one part of my exposure therapy was literally I went to the therapist that day for our appointment, and we
Mm-hmm.
went on the bus because I was nervous about being seen in public. So,
Okay.
so I couldn't use public transit, but I also can't drive, so I needed to
Mm-hmm.
figure out public transit. Looks like up to 1, 2, 3, 4 mines in total. So you might have to help her with that. Now, another thing about anxiety is, do you find that your sister can be kind of mean when she panics?
I would say no. I need to get out of here. She during her panic attacks, I would say it's more she just doesn't know what to do. She's not super responsive to anything.
That was me as well. Like, you're locked in your own mind, you shut down. Now, one thing that I find that helps me in that situation is if someone could... At that point, I can't verbally communicate, but I still want to somehow explain what's going on. And my mom really did a good job of this. Yeah, you can pick one. You probably need it more than I do.
Thanks, I don't have enough money. Okay. Gotta kill some more things.
So what my mom would do is, she would just basically play 20 questions with me to figure out what was wrong.
Yeah.
And eventually, through saying yes and no, which were pretty easy answers, or just shaking my head, she would get a good idea of what was going on.
Yeah, that's kind of what I have to do with her as well. Unfortunately, she is in college right now, so I'm not able to be near her and see her situation, but I'm trying to at least be there as a resource for her to call whenever she is having a panic attack.
Yeah,
so hopefully I'm helping her.
I think, and this is something that I've also learned is, and this might be because of my autism, but also because I shut down, it's hard to communicate, but I at least need to let people know I'm not okay. Like, I need to at least say, I'm feeling anxious right now, and then go into detail about it.
Yeah, I think her problem is she tells me she's okay, but I know she's not, so... I think she needs to...
That sounds like maybe something deeper, like she doesn't want to trouble you, or maybe it's a pride issue.
I have a feeling it's that she doesn't want to trouble me kind of thing. Which I tell her it's not, but I guess words can only do so much.
Yeah, like, at that point, I think you kind of have to say, like, you just kind of have to be very assertive in saying you are not a bother. And you never will be.
Yeah. And I think, how many items are you at? I need to stop.
I can't even count anymore. Dragon egg!
Okay.
My favorite! Or the volcanic egg.
I need you to die. Mr. Thing.
There are some items over here.
Okay.
But something else you might want to watch for, so, and I don't think I ever, because I gave you the disclaimer before we started about my mental conditions. I don't think I ever went into detail about anxiety and what that does to me. If I get super panicky, I can get abusive. Anyways, items over here if you want, like way over here. Although, I should probably also get to you. Someone tells me you didn't need help. But yeah, it's like, I panic, so I start to like shout and swear a lot, because I'm panicking. Like, I feel like I'm in a life or death situation, so a lot of the times, I need to, like, warn people in advance that if I ever seem abusive, it's never because I mean to. It's because it's just anxiety talking, which
it's in a reaction kind
Yeah.
of thing.
After a few traumatic events early on in the VTuber community, I have decided to disclaim all my mental conditions so that people never get misunderstandings.
Yeah, and I think it definitely depends on how comfortable you are with it. Like, if you prefer to do it that way, I think it's great.
I feel like I have no choice. I feel like I have to, otherwise I'll get people hating me for the wrong reasons.
That's also really hard because you shouldn't be forced to tell your medical condition to people.
I don't... So, I've come to accept my autism and embrace it. And embrace myself as... Wait, do you have the volcanic egg?
I do not.
Oh no. Oh, it's this drone! Fuck! No!
Oh, what?
The drone took my egg.
Oh no.
I want my volcanic
Was that
egg.
my fault?
No, that was
Or
my
was
fault.
It
That
one
was...
of our drones?
That was... So it's a specific type of drone, if you have like an item...
Yeah, it just takes it and uses it.
Alright, we're getting to very hard. We're approaching insane now. We really should find...
I thought I saw it, but I don't see it anymore.
Anyways, yeah, so, like, one thing I've learned about my autism is, and I've said to you before, it becomes very hard for me to understand and sort of project social cues that people understand. And I've embraced that, and I consider it, in some ways, to be a virtue because it means I'm real. And I only understand people who are also real, people who are not afraid to open up to me.
And yet...
It's weird. It's like people with autism are like the most empathetic people, or like the most non-judgmental, I guess.
Yeah, it's because... I'm not gonna mansplain what autism is to you, but I'm guessing it has to do with people judge you, so...
So... There's a few parts to it, but my best way of explaining it is... It's difficult to send and receive social signals. People with autism come off as robotic, monotoned, and they will usually say things very bluntly. And not always understand when they actually hurt someone's feeling, because the thought never occurred to them.
Okay.
So, and this is why it's important to have children with autism be socially integrated at an early age, like have them socialize early on. It's crucial that they develop as many social skills as they can early on.
And yeah, and thanks, Enna. I'm sorry I'm fucking up your name. I'll definitely DM you on Twitter, and thanks for watching.
Oh, is she also wanting to collab with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that everyone I collab with, she eventually ends up collabing with. It's
She's
like
stealing your friends.
you say that, but she has had collabs with people who basically became ex-friends. And I've let her know that it doesn't make me feel comfortable. Just because, like, it brings back bad memories.
I see. Yeah, that's definitely hard to deal with as well.
Yeah,
But
it feels like your ex. It feels like your best friend is going out with your ex, and it was a very messy breakup, is the way I describe it.
Yeah, that's never good. I hate being in between people who were once in a relationship and now are not. It's definitely happened to me a couple of times, and I'm just like, well, if I have to choose sides, I guess I'm gonna pick the person I was friends with first, so...
Bros before hoes.
Yep. Alright, have you found... I have not seen this teleporter at all. It's, like,
nope.
non-existent. I need to get some speed for myself.
Also, Anna, if you want to play Risk of Rain with Kiwi here, let me know, because I want to be in on that too. Like, I am always up for a collab. And I always say that to people.
You can carry us to the win.
Yes. And you can also help us find this fucking teleporter.
I swear, I thought I saw it, but it's nowhere to be found. Oh my god. maybe if I had like 10 jumps, I could just jump really high and find it, but no. It looks like we haven't really been over here yet. Unfortunately, these are the maps that I'm not as familiar with.
Yeah, these are like the late stage maps,
locations.
so it's not easy.
Mm-hmm. I feel like once it gets too insane, the difficulty gets harder, but
I mean,
it's all
well,
the same.
obviously it gets harder.
Uh-huh. Alright, okay. Wait, what did I just do? Hopefully nothing bad.
But yeah, like, and actually, especially as I've talked to someone else recently with autism, I wonder if I should date people with autism.
I heard that, and I'm assuming since you talked about femboys, you're generally straight, but
I prefer a feminine aesthetic, although tomboys have a special place in my heart.
I feel like what I've heard is that females with autism are definitely
More tomboy.
not,
or like,
or they don't present it as much as males with it.
That's
like,
what
the
she
symptoms aren't seen.
That's what she said. She said that, like, the doctor told her that, she does something called fronting. Which is a term new to me.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of that before. Where is this fucking teleporter? What?
I'm actually, like... Where haven't we explored? Seriously, what the flying fuck?
Oh my god. Like, it's not like we're just sitting around doing nothing. I found it! Oh my god.
You found it?
Yes.
Mark it!
Alright, I'm gonna mark it, and I'm gonna start... Oh, I didn't mark it. There it is.
On my way now.
Okay. I'm just gonna get my turrets going.
Oh, the lag.
I need my cooldown for my turret to be not this much.
Did I miss because of the lag?
I don't know.
Because if I did, I'm gonna be pissed.
I think we got it. I saw you. What is happening on your screen right now?
We're just cleaning up.
Okay. I think we're good. Did you get your item?
Did I?
I'm pretty sure I didn't take it because I only have one of the items on my screen.
Little Disciple. Fire tracking wasps in a sprinting.
I think it's a hunter's harpoon.
No, I got something. Hold on. Fire tracking wisps while sprinting. It's called Little Disciple.
Huh. I guess they were giving different items now, because I got a...
I don't think that's weapons. Oh, hey, look, a blue portal.
Nice. Should we go through?
Sure, we might as well try the void. On impossible. Actually, considering that you can, like, set down turrets and lots of stationary defense, I think we might be able to do the void on insane.
Alright.
Plus, you have all the mushrooms with your turrets, so all we need to do is stay in the bubble and heal.
Yep. We figured it out. I just needed to play the easiest character. I don't want... It's a birdie.
Oh, that's the
But I
wax
like
quail.
banana.
That's the wax quail. That helps you sprint faster. Actually, I'm gonna get this.
I took a mushroom, but I do like sprinting more.
Yeah, and we're gonna need it in the void, so...
Yeah, because I was honestly going so slow before this, so... Oh no, I think Okay.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
That took a lot of damage. Alright, I'm just gonna stand here and heal a little bit real quick.
Yeah, let me join you. That's a lot of damage.
Yep. Alright, I'm good. Nice. Okay.
So you say you don't have anxiety. Do you have, like, any notable mental disorders, like ADHD or something?
I don't think so. I've never been diagnosed with anything, but I've never gone to try to get diagnosed for anything, but...
Just
I'd
from that,
say-
I'm guessing America.
Yep.
Yes. Because you have to pay for that stuff.
Yeah. I am Chinese, so they don't really talk about mental illness or anything ever.
Yeah, there's a lot of toxicity I've learned from Asian countries.
Yes. Luckily, my parents aren't that bad.
Like, I recently met someone whose parents are Taiwanese, and they are a very tragic victim of child abuse. I don't think
and
it's
honestly quite common, probably, to be honest.
like, and it's not, as far as I know, not sexual abuse, but definitely, like, this person has attempted to commit suicide at least once, and her father laughed.
Oh my god.
Like,
That's terrible.
and wanted her to become a boy.
Yep, that's definitely very common. I got that from my dad. That's why I no longer talk to him, but... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's... I think... unfortunately, really common, so...
It is.
It's not even like a special situation.
Your orb is over
it's
here.
down there. What does this coffee thing do?
I think it makes you run faster. Alright, this way.
Okay.
I mean, of course it does caffeine. I think it's like run faster and faster attack speed.
That makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense by cartoon logic.
Yep.
Just like electric ukuleles.
But yeah, luckily my mom's super nice, and so my parents are divorced, so I was able to grow up with my mom as my primary parent, and that's allowed me to have a little bit more freedom than I would say most Asian children get.
This individual I'm talking about, their mother also wants them to, or like, their mother also, like, wants to try and keep things, like, maintain things, but also doesn't want to break ties with her husband. So it's like a weird situation.
Dynamic. Yeah.
It's part of the reason why that family's so fucked, and I just... By the way, I could give you the donation link, because this is another VTuber, by the way, someone I'd recommend. Someone with autism as well. And a tomboy.
Nice. Love those.
And she is currently set up a GoFundMe to help her get out. And considering all that she's been through, I actually should donate. And like, I don't have a job, so I need to be very careful with my money, but I would absolutely donate to that.
Yeah, definitely send me the link.
And hell, if you want, you can put it in chat. Remind me when we die. Not
Okay.
if, when.
Hey, we've done
Mushrooms!
pretty good so far. Mushrooms! Nice.
Okay, where's the next one? Where's the next Pillar of Light? It's over here.
I'm gonna fall. Please! Okay. Oh, I'm not falling into a void. That's good. Alright.
Alright. Just wait for the setup. Then when you're ready.
Alright, I think I got my 2 turrets. I got another 20 seconds, so we can go.
Shield? You need a shield? Or do you want to wait for that? Like, wait until you need it. I mean...
Alright, I got my shield, so...
Alright, I'll just... At your discretion.
Once I start seeing... shield... Oh, that put the shield way over there.
Yeah,
Good.
and
it's
actually blocking my shots now.
Oh, good. Oh. Disappear shield, please.
But yeah, other than... I would recommend getting in touch with your sister more often. Like, actually, I don't know how in touch you are with her. Where are the orbs? Unless... No, they're not here yet.
They're not here yet. Yeah, I think a lot of times she reaches out to me, but I think I need to put in more effort to reach out to her.
I'm curious. Because I know that Tomoshka, another member of VOMS, she on occasion has her brother on stream. Okay, where do we need to go next?
Oh, I can't see in this fucking hole.
Yep. There it is, this way.
Okay.
Alright, now to wait for the setup. God, I immediately forgot what I was saying. I hate it when I do that. And I've done it so many times already.
Alright, I have a shield, so we can go.
Oh yeah. So, Tomoshka, genmate of Amano Pikami and member of VOMS, she on occasion has her brother on stream. And he even has his own avatar, which looks a lot like her, which makes it all the more endearing. And I have considered having my brother on stream. We'd have to, like, make damn sure we don't use our real names, though.
Oh yeah, that's definitely something you'll have to, like, adjust to.
But, the reason why I bring this up is, have you ever thought about having your sister on stream?
I have thought about it, especially because she is someone who doesn't know what she wants to do. And oh my god, how did I die?
You died?
Yeah, how?
Oh fuck.
No! I got too comfortable, I guess. I thought I was doing fine.
Okay, well, I might die now because I don't have your healing.
Oh no. How many more of these are there?
5 more.
Oh no.
Yep. And we're almost at the final difficulty too.
Oh man, that guy like almost one-shot you.
Oh yeah, I'm at 22 health. Next hit is gonna be... There it is!
Ugh. You held on for a while though.
We did good.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, that was our best run yet.
That was honestly our best run yet. We probably could have beaten the game if we didn't do the void. It's just... I want to beat the void! Okay, anyways, about that donation link, because I still remember. I'm gonna have to dig around and find it.
Yeah, no problem. I think I might just keep playing the engineer since that's the best we've done so far.
Honestly, I don't blame you.
But yeah, I think, as I was saying, my sister's definitely the kind of person that doesn't know what she wants to do. She's in college now, but she's changed her major a couple of times. She's not really enjoying it. So
I know that feeling. First years of my life was in engineering, which electrical engineering specifically, and that was torture. That was torture and anxiety.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I am. I did environmental engineering, so I know what you mean.
Alright, I directly DM'd her to see if she's awake right now, because she's on a very different side of the world.
Yes, the opposite side of me, at least. I'm assuming.
Probably. So he said Chinese. Are we talking mainland or Taiwanese?
I am mainland Chinese. Born in China, moved to the US when I was like 4 or 5.
I imagine that means your family is rather rich. In order to be able to afford that.
So this is what my dad tells me, but I wouldn't consider my family rich, but my dad did like build his restaurant business from the ground up, I guess.
Yeah, I spent the summer 2020 learning deep into mainland Japanese lore, so to speak, and chances are your father was someone who was able to scrounge up enough money to escape.
I would say that's the correct, assumption.
Escape.
Yeah, because my hometown is pretty rural China. Now it's turned into like a resort area, but in the past, like we had rice paddies in the backyard, no plumbing, like electricity was nice to have if you had it.
And that was when you were young?
Yeah, so when I lived there when I was really young, and I've been back a couple of times to visit, like we lived in a really old house that had no plumbing. We had an outhouse. Like the stove was wood fire stove. The house is so old that the government wanted to purchase it as like a historical building. That's how old the fucking house was. But my family obviously didn't sell it. Now, because my hometown has become a resort area now, so it's like definitely more populated, and yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting this link in my chat. This is the Ko-fi. Okay. If you want to help donate to this person, she is really nice, and she definitely needs it. She's at risk of being homeless, and she deserves way better, and I'm gonna DM this to you in case you wanna put that.
Yeah, I'll put it in my chat too. There's not a lot of options on Twitch, unfortunately. And I like her model, or whatever the picture is.
She actually uses a V-Roid model, but it does look like that. I imagine
it's definitely more unique.
Yep, she's definitely more on the unique end. As for me, I'm going to try Artificer again.
Okay. This might have to be my last run, because it's getting to 9 o'clock, and I have to eat at some point.
Alright, yeah, that's understandable. This will be our last run for the night, so let's make it count.
Yes. Yeah, I have a pretty strict sleep schedule because I need at least like 9 hours of sleep to function as a person the next day. So unfortunately, I can't stream forever.
Yep. In fact, I'm surprised I haven't gotten a noise complaint yet.
Are you living in dorms right now, or are you like...
Sure, let's go with that.
An apartment of some sort?
Well, I mean, I am technically paying rent. I don't know, like, I know a lot of people, especially my age, are going through it, but there's just something that feels so shameful at saying I live at home. Like, I live with my parents, it just feels shameful. It's like, I guess, societal expectations. But again, that's like previous generation expectations, I think. Actually, I never even asked, how old are you?
I am 26.
Oh yeah, so you're around my age. Yeah, because, like, I feel like it's become more common now.
Definitely. I think if I didn't have... Actually, even if I did have my job, if I didn't have, like, roommates and stuff, I definitely would be living at home with my family. It's just easier, save up money, but I also wanted to be on my own and
Yeah, like, at a certain point, I guess, sorry, it's just I'm being texted right now, and it's a little distracting.
Yeah, I'm getting some messages in my chats that aren't positive, I would say.
Oh, you're getting trolls?
I'm assuming yes, because I don't know who this person is.
And what are they saying?
They're saying I shouldn't talk to people who are talking about their disabilities or something like that. I don't know. They're
okay,
offended.
that person can fuck right off.
Oh.
I'm the disabled one here. I'm the one who gets money from the government from disabilities because I'm a retard. I probably shouldn't say that. Although I did mainly drive the short bus to school for most of my school life. And I will admit that. But, like, I'm the one who wants to talk about this. If you don't feel comfortable talking about it, I'm sorry, but that is your problem, not mine, and not hers. Also, hi, Felicity. Thank you for coming. Felicity is who I was mentioning before.
Hello.
Yes, and this is someone new I'm collabing with. But yeah, I don't get it. Why? Unless they're talking about your sister's disability, in which case I'm just offering advice as someone who was also diagnosed with anxiety.
Yeah, I think...
Like, and I will put out the disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional, I'm just speaking from experience. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I don't know. I've never... I don't want... Trolls are hard to deal with. Honestly, this is the first time, but I guess they're saying as someone... Like, they are someone with a disability, they don't like the situation or whatever. I don't know.
that is completely their problem.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go to my way to offend people, but I'm sorry. If I don't go to my way and you're still offended, it's your problem, not mine.
Well, I don't know. It's the he said, she said kind of situation.
I don't know. It's also because I'm tired of people like... Because I've seen people with autism who don't like it when people use the phrase autistically as just some adjective, even though I do it all the time. And it's like, I can't stand those people, because it's like, I'm literally one of you and I say it's okay. Because I use it all the time, because I understand the context. That's their prerogative. Don't be offended by someone else. Yeah, that's exactly right, Felicity, thank you. Like...
I don't know, I think they're assuming that I'm uncomfortable in this situation right now, which...
To be fair,
I'm
if you
not.
were to be fair, if you were uncomfortable, I wouldn't be able to tell.
I'm not uncomfortable. This is just how I talk and interact with people, so maybe it's how I'm reacting, but...
Okay, maybe you do. Maybe you have autism too. Because
I just have to think about what I say before I say it, or else, like, it comes out as gibberish. But yeah, thank you for your concern. I don't feel uncomfortable right now, but if you don't feel uncomfortable with this stream, you can definitely not watch me. Like, I get it. Might not be the person for everyone to watch. Yeah. I won't take it personally. But yeah. I don't know, I think this might be someone with personal beef with you from the comments, but I'll just leave it at that.
I haven't experienced anyone shit-talking me, surprisingly enough. Maybe it's because I'm so obscure.
I think they said a friend of a friend. How many items do you have, actually? I
2.
haven't been paying attention. Oh no, shit.
You've been getting all of them?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I won't take any more. You can take 2 of my boss items. Like, you can take mine too.
That might not be necessary. I would like to find the teleporter soon, though.
Yeah. Thanks for the warning and information, I guess.
Yeah, it's awkward, but I don't know. I already said what I need to say. And I think we were both being very level-headed about this. But let's just find something else to talk about.
Let's see. I found the teleporter.
Nice.
Did you want to start?
Sure.
Or do you want more items?
No, let's start.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
So here's a topic. What do you plan on doing for your next stream?
Honestly, most of my streams are mahjong. I was in a tournament recently, so I was trying to like practice that, and a lot of my community are people who play mahjong.
Do you play it on like a Braz rap?
I play it on Mahjong Soul. It's the probably, I would say, quintessential mahjong one, the most popular one.
Well, I'd love for you to teach me sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
I could teach you how to play Go.
Well, I actually do know how to play Go, and it's quite enjoyable.
Yes, and it might be interesting because usually when I play Go with people, I curb stomp them because I'm the only one who's actually practiced. And if there's one thing I've learned about Go, is that even with the handicaps, holy crap, Master versus Novice is insane gap.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Like, it's just so unfair.
Yeah, I played Go with one of my friends. We were both playing for the first time. Really, like, we knew the rules, but that was about it. Neither of us could really do anything. So yeah, I know the rules of Go. I've played it with my grandpa a couple of times. I played it with my friends, but I definitely...
Yeah, and I've never played a full game. I use the small board because I don't want to be there all day.
Oh yeah, Go takes so long. But how'd you get into Go?
Huh?
How did you get into Go? Like, what brought you to it? Because I feel like it's not a common strategy game.
First time I heard about it was as an analogy being used in a documentary about Sun Tzu. Because I'm a big war nerd and a big history nerd. And I heard about it and how it was like, it was a game somewhat like chess, but from a different angle.
Okay.
And how it might be superior than chess, and I'm like, okay, this sounds incredibly based, how do I play?
I need this thing to come closer to my turrets.
Yeah, he doesn't want to come.
Please. I don't want to get too close to you because I won't be able to get away. Yes, 4-player Mahjong collab would be very fun.
I would be up to that. Like, again, I make it a habit, a collab once a week. Set time aside. It might be difficult for you, but hey, maybe your next Mahjong stream will be teaching me.
Yeah, I would love to teach you Mahjong. It's very... There's a lot of things to learn, but I think it's a fun game.
I just randomly... Well, thank you for tuning out for me a bit, Felicity. Sorry I haven't been paying too much attention in chat. And it's glad for you to be here, and don't mention it. If anything, you need a lot of cheering up right now, and I promise I'll help with that.
Yeah, I'll definitely reach out, Mama Iowa. Thanks for watching. I'm also not sure exactly what the situation is. Maybe I'm not.
She can tell you herself.
Smart.
She can tell you herself. I don't want to misrepresent her situation, especially since I only know what she mentions whenever she wants to mention it. But it is a very, very toxic family relationship, and she's very justified in wanting to escape.
But yeah, I'm glad this is the last game because I need to pee. Oh, I need to give you more items too. I just opened that box. It's
How many do you have?
7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're about even.
Okay, we caught up. Good. Usually I'm like the person who hasn't gotten all her items yet, and everyone else is like double items compared to me. So I've never had to really think about it when I was playing the game, but I guess I should think about what I'm doing when I'm playing games. And yeah, sorry if like people in my chat made you uncomfortable or anything.
They're not. Don't worry, I got thick skin.
Okay.
They just make me confused, if anything. It's like, why? Literally, why?
I guess everyone has their views on things and their opinions, so...
And that is respectable. Perhaps the wisest, or one of the wisest things I've ever said is, or I've ever heard was, I think it was Thomas Jefferson who said, I don't see why ideology means people can't be friends.
Which is very difficult in the US because ideology, you know how it is.
Oh, it's leaking into Canada too.
But Canada seems like such a great place.
Have you seen the convoy?
I haven't. But I don't know. At least you have free universal healthcare.
Not really. Like, basics are covered, but one thing I've learned this year in particular is mental health is not covered once you're an adult.
Once you're an adult?
Yes.
Really?
They it's free for children. It's free for children, which good, but it's not free for adults. And honestly, that just pisses me off so much.
Like, what? Now that you're an adult, you don't have mental health problems? Like, that's...
Or that, like, you're expected to pay for it out of pocket and it can get really expensive. And it's like, oh, you feel depressed? Well, we can help you for money.
Yeah.
And, like, it's a very, like, obviously, physical health, being something you have to pay for out of pocket is also a dick move, but with mental health, there's just that extra emotional factor to it.
And yeah, thank you for Fortuna for speaking up. I just wasn't sure why, if like we said something that we shouldn't have said. I don't know, but thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
Are they responding back?
No, this is just another one of my more regular viewers, and she's saying that what we're talking about hasn't offended her in any way, so, yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I like to talk about intelligent stuff, and, like, I don't mind talking about my disabilities. If anything, I like spreading awareness.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I found the,
Mark.
teleporter.
Yep, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let me set up my little turret. Are you here?
As for what, going back to our original topic of what's gonna happen next stream, I plan tomorrow on doing an editing stream.
Ooh.
Yes.
Editing your videos and stuff?
Yes.
Woo!
Because I think videos gets me more views and, like, more attention, so I know I have to work on that. But even, actually, so, I did decide to become a VTuber and make this channel, but before I first streamed, I started learning how to edit. So the first videos on my channel are all, like, quick edits and short memes and stuff.
Also, I died. Sorry.
Go to the bathroom.
I'll be right back.
Yep, go to the bathroom. How am I not dead yet? Wow, I made it.
Alright, I'm back.
I carried us!
Yay!
So your dinner's gonna have to your dinner's gonna have to wait. Rally point Delta.
Alright. Oh man, I haven't played on this map in so long. I think this is the first time we've played
Yeah,
on this one all day.
Yep. Definitely. Because we're getting better, you and I.
We're getting better. I'm still dying, but it's okay. You have gotten better as well, so you can carry.
I mean, you didn't die in the first boss fight, that's an improvement. Although I don't think we're hitting the mountain shrine as often.
That's true. Mountains are definitely difficult. I think one time there was 2 mountains on a map, and we did both of them.
Yeah.
It was not great. Also...
Oh, hey, it's the Pokemon!
Ooh.
What's up, one bull Pokemon with the 2 tails? Because that's what I think when I look at these guys.
I'm just find those funny. What is this? Delicate watch. Yeah, I forgot what we were talking about before I went to the bathroom.
Editing streams, how I've edited content.
Oh yeah.
And actually, I think it's now 2 months ago, I came out with my first, like, lore video. Not for myself, but for a game I like to play. And that's actually been receiving a surprising amount of engagement.
Nice.
And I'm happy about that. Most of my content gets no engagement in the comment section, so it's really exciting. And it's also what prompted me to work on episode 2, which... By the way, Anna, if you're still in chat, I know you're busy with school, but when you get a chance, could you please work on that script? I asked Anna if she wants to do voice acting for episode 2, and she agreed.
Oh, nice.
This also means that I have to wait for her before I can actually start working on it.
Yeah. Are you gonna have her character and everything in there as well?
Yeah, so it's like, the plan is to open up with, like, there's, oh, cool, double jump. So in the core book, because this is a tabletop role-playing game, there's 2 notable opening quotes, these, like, 2 passages, and they both say the same thing, it's just one is more brutal and honest than the other. So I have, my friend Disaster VTuber, and Anna Hamasaki voicing that, and it's gonna, I just can't wait, it's gonna look so good.
Well, I'll look forward to it. I haven't seen your first one, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, yeah, Eclipse Phase Lore 1. Still haven't found... Dude, this map isn't even that complicated. Where the hell is the teleporter?
Right, there's not that many places it can be.
It's like, how do...
Okay, my friends call the area over here the beach. Are we on the beach? Did we just completely pass it? No, I don't see it over here either. Where the heck? But I'm impressed that you can do, like, 1 collab a week.
Honestly, I tend to overdo it sometimes as well.
Yeah, it seems like definitely...
Like, I have 2 more collabs this week.
Oh my god.
Well, I never say no to them, and I want to network, so I talk to a bunch of people at once, and it could take them days to get back to me, or it could take 5 seconds. And I don't want to turn them down, so it's like, okay, I have several people I just talked to at once who want to do stuff. Now I have to do stuff. Now I have to, like, make time.
Yeah, I'm a low commitment kind of person. If the other person's motivated, I'll do it. If they're not, then it's like it.
And I understand that. Normally, I find that I'm the one who has to ask first for the collab. I'm the one... I have to take the lead in the dance.
That's honestly probably... Yeah. Pretty accurate.
I think... Oh. Wow. I was... Oh, there we go.
We all... I'm even standing on my healing bubble. But... Well,
The Dust Rider is a pretty nasty boss.
Yeah. I think I don't have the awareness for someone who plays this game.
Well, I mean, you're playing while you're also talking, which makes a huge difference. If you're playing it alone, you're probably going to be way better. That is the streamer's curse, so to speak. But anyways, so, I won't keep you for much longer, but I just want to say thank you again, Kiwi, for allowing me to take your first time.
No problem. Thank
Maybe
you.
not next week because I wanted to collab with other people next week, but like in 2 weeks, I would be down to play Mahjong, more Risk of Rain, uh, or Go, or just anything. Looking forward to your debut, which is happening once you get a model, right? A proper 2D model?
Yeah, and I don't even know if I'm gonna have an official debut. Though, okay, so social things stress me out like that, where I have to plan stuff and then like a lot of people are
I
attending.
never had a debut. I mean,
Okay.
like, why would I have a debut when nobody watches me to begin with at first? So,
Mm-hmm.
I just start. Eventually, I might come out with an official debut, but I'd have to get big for that to happen.
That's my plan. Honestly, I'm like in my head, I'm like, maybe I want to stay small forever because I like the
Hmm.
personalness of it, and uh, large groups stress me out a little bit, but
I
I,
understand that. I don't want to get super, super big, although if I do, I guess I could live with it. But, uh,
yeah.
anyways, in order to help you get super, super big, I have your link in the description. You have my link.
Yep.
Please check her out. Thank you
Yep.
again to Hayami, to Enna, to everyone who was in chat. Thank you for participating. And I will see you all later.
Yeah, thanks everyone for the new follows and people watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you, Grim, for getting this collab set up. I don't think I would have collabed for probably another year if you didn't reach out.
It was my pleasure, and it would be my pleasure again.
Yes, definitely. Uh, we'll keep in touch.
Alright, anyways, so long everyone, bye!
Bye! And thanks, Fortuna, for sticking around the whole time. I appreciate it.